Just a quick show of hands. Actually, I'd love you to comment down below. Would you consider yourself a patient person or a passive person? A patient person or a passive person? You know, at first blush, those two words seem very similar, but I got to tell you, they're worlds apart. Because in my experience, and by the way, my 7 kids have taught me patience over the years. One of my favorite sayings, not to sidebar here, but patience is a virtue, catch it if you can, seldom in a woman, never in a man. And I love that little rhyme. It's so true, but my kids, God love them, all 7 of them have really helped me develop patience over the years. So I consider myself a patient person more than passive. I'd love to know if you consider yourself patient or passive though. And again, the reason why I say there's a world of difference between them is that patience is really an action, right? And passive is really more waiting. And these are some notes that I kind of took down taking it. And patience is engaged in the possibilities of what could be going on in a current situation, and passive is really kind of resigned to like the present reality or the present circumstance and waiting for something external to change. And all of us, I think, can be passive at times, but the person that is actively patient is the one that has the world by the tail. Today I'm going to ask you. Sorry, we got a little beeping going on here. Got construction going on here at Forest Park, so we're just gonna keep running with this. Today I kind of ask you to think about if you're a patient or passive person, and you know, think about how you can get engaged but still be patient. This is Andy Leakey with Andy Leakey and Associates, a part of FC Tucker. And what the heck does this have to do with the Central Indiana real estate market that I bring to you each and every month? Well, again, let's be real. The market is very, very interesting. You guys that follow me every month on here when I give my update know it's one of the most unique markets that I've experienced in 20 years of selling real estate. That dynamic, I think, is still there. We're seeing inventory rise, and actually we're seeing inventory that is basically over what it was 4 years ago, but we see sales that are way down. And it's just the other side of the same coin from 2 years ago, right? When there was no inventory and there were lots of sales. So this is just the yin and the yang that goes on. But in every situation, when we're passive, we have a tendency to think about, oh, the sky is falling. This is the situation that it's in now. Or if we're patient and we're actively patient, we can engineer our opportunities. And I'm telling you right now, I'm seeing opportunity in this market, whether you're a buyer or whether you're a seller. So let's talk about what that opportunity looks like here a little bit as we dive in. Again, these statistics are from July. We don't have August numbers yet, even though we're kind of toward the end of August. But in Central Indiana, there's 32.5% more homes for sale now than there was a year ago at this time. Hamilton County, you're at 36.5% more homes, and Marion County at 28%. So almost a third, about a third more homes or so across Central Indiana. Home sales, though, dipped 4.8% compared to July of 2023. In Hamilton County, it was the exact same number of transactions. So we were just flatlined there. Marion County, though, you actually down 6.7%. And in terms of the average appreciation, home prices in Central Indiana, in spite of the lower sales, in spite of less demand and higher inventory, usually we see home pricing soften, but we're not seeing that. Home prices have risen 4% this year, and again, that's where part of the opportunity lies. I think Hamilton County, your home values have gone up 3.5%. Marion, you're a little bit less at 1.6%. But so again, we're seeing more inventory and we're seeing fewer sales, which usually means a softening in prices. But we are seeing a softening in the sense that they're not going up nearly as fast as they were 2, 3, 4 years ago, but they still are going up. And that is why the people that are just passively waiting for interest rates to fall, waiting for prices to fall, I think ultimately you do want to be patient and you do want to be active in that. And those of you that follow me on a regular basis know that I talk about, on average, from the time that a person first thinks about moving to the time they actually move is anywhere from 9 months to 23 months. But listen, if you have a need to make a move, I really would encourage you to look for reasons to be actively patient and not just passively waiting. And I think that's really, really important, because if rates go down, we're not going to see prices go down. And even though inventory's risen, we're still seeing prices remain very stable and very strong. So the longer you wait, longer you are passive in your waiting, probably the more expensive that it's going to get. So if you're somebody that kind of needs to maybe get a little bit of a nudge, consider this kind of a friendly nudge from your professional real estate consultant. Tying back into the data that I give each and every month, I always tie it to 4 years ago as well too. So I compare the data from July of 2024 compared to July of 2020, and this is where I find it interesting. Now, from June to July of 2020 is when we started to see a major dip in inventory. So July of 2020 compared to July now, we have 42% more homes for sale now than we did 4 years ago at this time in Central Indiana. 110% of what we had, or excuse me, 10% more than we had in Hamilton County, and 39% in Marion County. However, home sales are way down. Home sales are down in Central Indiana from 4 years ago, 35.6%. That's 1,585 fewer home sales than there were 4 years ago. Even though we have 42% more inventory. That's interesting. It's the other side of the same coin, guys. And then Hamilton County, 46.4% fewer sales than 4 years ago at this time, and Marion County, 35.6. However, again, you would think prices would soften. That's not what we're seeing. Your home in Central Indiana, if you owned your home back in July of 2020, you've seen it raise in value 41.3%, or just over $100,000, $101,000. Hamilton County, your home values have risen 43.9% in the last 4 years to $158,000 on average. And if you're an average homeowner in Marion County, your home values have gone up 34.8%, so a little bit less, but you still got $71,000 of equity, of home value growth over the last 4 years. That's not counting your mortgage buy down either. So again, are you being patient, or are you being passive? All right. Are you finding the opportunities where they reside, or are you looking for reasons not to engage if you're somebody that's looking to make a move? So I encourage you to really kind of give this some food for thought, because one of the things that we teach our kids, Holly and I teach our kids, is that feelings can betray, and we can feel that things are a certain way, and that can allow us to be passive. But the reality of the situation is that facts can inform us then. And when we are informed, we start to get clarity. And when we start to get clarity, we open ourselves up to the possibility. And if you're somebody that's maybe just a little bit more open about just the possibility of a move, or maybe investing in real estate and what that would look like, my team and I would love to serve you. Feel free to reach out to us. You can call us, you can email us, you can text us, you can comment down below, and myself or somebody on my team will be more than happy to reach out to you. And again, just explore the possibility and start to be a little bit more actively patient rather than passively resigned to what's going on. So I hope you found this perspective helpful, stimulating, maybe a little bit of food for thought. If you think I'm full of crap, I'm writing here and tell me I'm full of crap. That's totally fine as well too. I'm a big boy, I can take that. But really would love to get your take on this and really get your input. And as always, if you know somebody thinking about making a move, or they need some clarity on the market, or they need a referral to a good contractor, we are your one-stop shop for solutions, and we would love to serve them. We are never never too busy for your referrals. Thanks so much.